Hi guys, it's Candice here. I am at the Passionate Home in downtown Langley and BC, and I'm just so happy to be back. I was away last month. I had a little vacation with my family, so I'm back representing the Passionate Home, representing Iron Orchid Designs, and I'm super excited. So today, the season is changing, right? So we're going into fall, so I'm doing some fall home decor, just a fun little something. Lots of options here. Can you imagine this if you have a little coffee shop or a coffee bar, or right, a little hot chocolate? There's so much you can do with this. So today the Iron Orchid Designs products that we are using are the brand new cozy. How adorable is this? So many great pieces in here for fall, for Christmas, for all of the above. So we're going to be using this lovely number here. We're going to be using a typeset. We sold out of the brand new one, so you get to see my messy one. We're going to be using Le Courrier. I love this one too because it just, for me on this one, I keep thinking about like when you go into the coffee shop and they have like the coffee shop news. So that's going to be a little bit of something in my background.
Candice, we have a viewer from Sweden, and she says hello.
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 Sorry, I cannot do accents. Don't even. I shouldn't even try. Okay, so I found these lovely little cutout boards at the Dollar Tree locally, and I thought super cute. This could become anything, and so I've given it just a coat of a soft yellowy orange color. It's going to go with my theme. We are going pumpkin spice because I wasn't quite ready for Christmas, so I'm doing fall.
Hello from Italy.
Hi, Italy. Okay.
Send for me.
Please take me away. Actually, it's beautiful here. Summer is just coming to an end, but you know what the crazy thing is? We've had a couple days of cool in the morning, cool at night, and then we heard today that we're going to have like a 3-day heat wave starting tomorrow, so it's not quite fall, but here we go. So I'm going to be using my stone gray on my Le Courrier stamp. I'm using stone gray because I want it to sort of blend into the background. I don't want it to be like in your face black. Alrighty, and I'm just going to
I'm going to come in close for everybody to see.
And I'm not actually worried about it being perfectly loaded because it's just background. Alrighty, so always close those up when you're done and store them upside down. Alrighty, so we're going to flip this, and I'm not even going to, I'm just going to lay it down. Once you put it down, commit to it.
So you've given it one coat of paint.
Yeah.
And this is your first, that's the first step.
My first stamp.
Okay.
Oh, see, look at that. Doesn't it look like old newspaper on there? And especially with this color. Oh, it's yummy. It's yummy. So we're
Has anybody else used this stamp before?
I love this stamp.
Yeah, lots of people watching.
I'm doing the second half of it just so that my things don't line up perfectly. And we're just going to...
You're getting love already.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard not to get love when you have these amazing products
That's
to work
true.
with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just saying.
Let's see how you line this up.
Okay, yeah, well, probably not well, but well enough for an old newspaper, right? What do you think?
Let's see.
Not bad. I'll take it.
Not bad.
I'll take it. And we're just going to do one more little splash down here.
Actually, it's really great.
Cool.
Yeah, really good.
Alrighty.
Wow.
There we go. And again, so I'm using the stone gray. If I had gone with the black, it would just be way too in your face, and then when I start putting all the other details, it would just kind of take over.
That's a really good point, actually, Candice.
Okay.
Another good point you
So
have.
here's what's going to be tricky. I don't know where I loaded and where I didn't. But, we're just going to do our best. Oh, yeah. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Money.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually love, like, right?
Yeah.
Hit and miss. Super, super pretty.
All right.
Okay, so we've got our backdrop set for us. And now let's talk about our cup. So when I did my sort of sample board here, I just painted it on, and then I saw all the amazing people on all the IOD, the other stockists and the other presenters, and I saw them stamping onto the papers that are super fun. And so I thought, oh, it's so much prettier. So that's what we're going with. Alrighty, so I need your help. I need your help.
You need my help?
I need everyone's help.
Oh, okay,
I need
people.
help picking a color because I have all
Okay.
these fun papers.
Let's see.
I think that, wait, I mean,
Oh, she says your volume isn't good. Okay.
no.
Can everybody else hear us? I'm going to double check our volume. Hang on one second. Whoop.
Yeah. So I think that one's too similar, so I'm not loving that. I think I love the green to have a bit of that splash. I think I want maybe the green to be the lid, or this to be the lid on the green. What am I doing, people? Stamping on there. Oh, it's
So
also
you
pretty.
want the paper
Yes.
to create the cup?
Yes.
Oh, thanks,
So-
Tracy. Tracy says she can hear you. So this is what she's asking. This is the
is
cup.
going to be paper and the lid separate.
Okay.
I can't decide.
Ooh. Okay, the
This?
first person to choose. I know what I
Or-
choose.
What would you choose?
I would choose the green.
Right, as the
Yeah.
cup, and then
Yeah.
this is the lid a
Oh.
little bit.
It's very hot here in California. Oh,
Oh.
it's very hot out here. Yes, it is hot there. My sister was just there. Okay,
Actually,
so we're
not, yes, we are.
You're
We're
gonna go with
do
green?
this first. We're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna go green on the bottom. Yes.
Yes. Is that okay, everybody?
That's what we're doing.
Yes. Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. Esther says green. Thank you. We are going green.
Oh,
Green.
and I
Yeah.
want you to see, because the very first time I did this,
Oh,
when you
sorry.
stamp this,
Yeah.
if you're like me, I make a big mess in the center there as well. I'm not stamping the whole thing because I don't need the top part, but I want you to.
Okay. Everyone's voting green, Candice, with the
Okay, yeah.
natural the lid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing. I'm like, there's so many pretty colors.
Life, life is
And I watched
tough decisions.
It was, and I watched who did it? Old to Ooh La La, and I think Lexi. Lexi did these little gift card things, and so I made one. I had to, and I gave
Well,
it was. One
that's
of our
why
girls,
these videos are here.
right? One of the girls here was her birthday, and so that was super cute. So look, I am cleaning out that center because when I push it
Ooh.
down, I am going to get that in the middle of my cup. And I don't
Hello,
want to.
Portugal. Oh, one day we will meet.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you because this is where I screwed it up
Oh, yeah.
on a test stop.
Yeah.
Test pot, whatever. Whatever. My words are mixed up. I don't know. It's hot here. Okay, so I love the bit of both, so I'm going to plunk it right down here. There we go.
So this is just cardstock paper?
This is just cardstock that I had.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, how pretty is this?
So pretty. Yeah.
Right? So there we go. Not worried about that. I'm going to just cut that off anyway. We're going to set that one aside.
Okay.
We're going to pull this one and we are going to re-ink. And again, I'm using the black ink this time because I want it to stand out a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, so first
Hello,
thing-
Peggy. Hello, Sandra. Lots of people watching Candice today.
Hello. How is everyone dealing with back to school? Like this is the this is for me. All of my kids have graduated high school, and so I totally didn't know it was back to school. I have one daughter who's starting university, but it's close by, and she lives at home still, so it's just like she's going to work. So I kind of feel like
Those days for us are done, I think.
haven't even
Yeah.
noticed it. Yeah. Okay, so
All
now
right.
I'm inking up the top of this
In black as well?
in the black as well.
Okay.
And I did rejuice my my pads before I started, just to make sure. So I don't need to worry too much about that because I'm going to cut it off anyway.
I was just going to say, do you need to
Yeah.
cover that or not?
No.
No, because you're cutting it. Okay.
Let's go here.
Get some
with a
coffee
little bit of
splatters
that,
on it.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably be doing a little bit of splatter at the end anyway because I think it just kind of pulls it all together. Okay, so there we go. Ready? Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Amazing. Okay, so you'll probably notice I always have a wet wipe handy and I clean off my stamps right away. So it just means that that ink isn't sitting on there and getting super sticky and all of that. So,
Sweet.
boom, done. Alrighty. So
Just
we are-
like that.
I don't even know. are going to
Okay.
cut these out.
Cut them out.
Alrighty. Nothing fancy. I'm just keeping all my edges. Alright. Some people fussy cut way better than me, and I probably could have gotten a way smaller pair of scissors, but you know, it'll do.
Lots of people watching.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I'm just
Thank
going to
you.
scan over what
So
we're
that's
making
gonna-
here.
Look, it's
Oh,
gonna go
sorry.
on there.
Okay.
Hey, look.
We'll scan and look at the same time.
Right. There you go. I'm loving, so I always do, well, unless, if any of you saw me do the door, I didn't do a practice on the door. But I always try to do a practice run of what I'm going to do. And this one something felt super, super flat. And I thought I was going to like that wood background, but then I thought, no, I want to, but for me, that career just totally upped the game. Because it's about layering.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Okay. Now I see
So-
you've got a wood grain here. Hello, Chicago, and newspaper print here. Yeah, I got you.
It just, right? So again, it's, when we talk about layering, it just so ups the game. Look at this. Look at how adorable. How adorable is that?
I think the question Veronica says, those are all transfers? Question mark? No.
They're
not transfers
No transfers. So
so
I
far.
used a stamp, the Le Courrier stamp, and this is a stamp as well. This is
Let's show that.
the cozy stamp. So the ones I used are here. Sorry. And then I just stamped on to cardstock and cut it out. And then I'm going to glue this on. So I'm going to just, like I was decoupaging, I'm going to decoupage it on. I'm just going to glue it on the back and then leave that. Alrighty. So I think the next step we're going to do is we're going to bring in our beautiful sweater print.
I really do love that.
Isn't it
Yeah.
so pretty?
Yeah.
I think it's actually one of my favorite. Okay, since we went with the green cup, I'm gonna go with green sweater.
The ink.
Yes, green ink
Yeah.
for our sweater.
Do people know there's lots of different colored inks? Like, it really does make a difference. Not everything has to be black.
No, and that you can actually mix them. So you can get we sell the little the empty bottles so that you can create your own color mix.
Oh.
You can always do it just by putting a splash of each on something and mixing them together as well, or even having them so that when you use your brayer over them, you're picking up a bit of both and you're creating this sort of
Maybe, would it be not kind of ombre or tie-dye look, sort of?
yeah, I think you can just, it's going to create that color mix for
Right.
you. There's just so many options. Okay, so I think we're going to start with this. So
Okay.
I have cut mine out. I've left it on the hard backing. So when they come, you can peel your stamps off and use them individually when they're small like this, or when they are like the big sheets like the Courier. I like to keep it on that hard backing so I have something to hold on to. So this is going to need to have a double stamp. So I am going to ink it again a second time because I want to make sure that it has the same look. Oh, you guys, I'm loving this already, and it's not even on my piece yet.
I'm trying to get close for the
I can
green
see
because
it.
it's
Okay.
really beautiful.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Hello, Shirley.
how
Thank you for
beautiful.
watching.
Okay,
Okay.
so I am going to line this up as best I can. And the biggest thing with these stamps is that once you put it down, keep a hand on there so they don't shift. If you're doing this on a slick surface like glass, you have to be super careful because it will slide.
Okay, I
I'm
want
gonna
to see.
have a peek.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Subtle, pretty.
Could you like do the flower part one color and the top another? Like you could stamp it two different colors, right?
You
On
could.
one? Yeah.
I think it would be like this one
Yeah.
and this one.
Yeah.
Totally. I kept them together.
Yeah, I was
But you
just
don't
thinking.
have to.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do my best to line that up. Not bad. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take
yeah,
it.
it's good.
All right, so now we're going to go to the top up here. I'm going to re-ink up here as well. Alrighty, ready?
Mm-hmm.
How fun is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love it. One last little bit. Didn't need to ink the whole thing, but you know.
I'm sad we covered the words on there.
Oh.
You know? Like
Yeah.
we could have put the sweater part here, maybe?
We could've.
Well, there's so many things.
Next
Yeah.
time. Okay. And I inked one side, but it was the side I didn't need. Oops. Okay.
If anybody's got any questions for Candice as she's going along, just let us know and I'll read them out to her. Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes.
We always love it. You know, when people take time out of their
NC. Is that North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I have friends in North Carolina.
Do you? Is her name Jade?
Jay?
Jada.
No.
No?
They all start with North Carolina is the Dangerous family, and also I believe the people I knew from Africa. So yeah. Alrighty. So next step. Next step, I think we need to make sure that we can situate our words. So I want the word pumpkin spice on here. And this can fit and move around wherever I need it at some point. So we're saving this and then the next stamps until the end. Ready? So we're going to set this aside. When I'm working with the letters, this is for real your friend. So even as much as I'm going to line things up on here and put this on top, this grid is going to help me when I'm skipping some letters because I can't use the same letter twice, that sort of thing. This is going to really help. So it's a thin mount with all of the grid on there. So I love it.
So somebody had a question. How do you store all your stamps?
My loose ones, Ziploc bags. So if they're loose, I have large Ziploc bags. So if they're cut up, I pop them in there. We also have some envelopes that we sell. Iron Orchid Designs came out with these envelopes. And so if I have a full, and all my...
A full stamp, like?
My full stamp. Also my, what is it? Your, you know, so that you can your masks. I put those ones into those envelopes. So I have a mix of the two.
Yeah.
But if I have lots of them cut up, I put them in a large Ziploc.
You got to keep organized, otherwise the craft room ends
totally.
up to be like, oh.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm going
let's
to
come
lay
in.
these down on my piece where I think they are going to go. So that's an N. They both look like N's. So and that's the U. So I'm using typeset, which has the capital letters as well as the lowercase letters, and
You're welcome, Barb.
they work just perfectly for this. I spell things wrong all the time, so just have somebody have
I'm here for you.
somebody have a look for me, just in case. Pumpkin.
And really, you could put whatever words you wanted.
Well, right. So this is if it's a hot chocolate bar, or if you had a coffee shop and you made one of these, you could actually change it out. You could even have it as a paint it black, like a chalkboard, and use the erasable ink, and then you could change up whatever your special is for the week or whatever, right? So totally. So pumpkin, and then we're going to have to steal. Okay, so that's not going to work there. We're going to have to lift this up higher.
So how are you going to get those letters onto your...
Well, they're sticky. Well, they're not sticky, but if you keep them clean, they will re-stick. So I'm just going to pick up my
Okay,
thin mount
we'll
and
watch.
place it on top,
Okay.
and it will be ready for me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So long as you keep them clean, it's actually super user-friendly. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to show you here. And let's make sure that this is going to fit. It's going to fit. Move it over a little bit maybe. So that's going to work up there. And yeah, I think it's going to work. All right. So now I'm picking up my thin mount. It's clean as well, I hope. And so I am going to actually just line this up right on the bottom. And then I'm following that grid line so I know it should be fairly straight. Look at that.
Oh, what?
And then I'm going to pick this one up as well. And I'm lining it up.
Wow, I can see the value of that thin mount.
Right.
Holy doodles.
So, and then if I'm off at all, I'm going to be able to see it as well.
Well, does it have to be perfect even? No. No.
All right, so we are going to use the black ink for our words because we want them to pop. Alrighty.
Deep breath.
Do I remember where I had them?
There's one.
Fairly
Yeah.
up there. And then this, yeah, because I lined the bottom up.
Okay.
I was thinking even
So
though
next
I
time
was
you could put a piece of like painter's tape or something to mark where it was going to be. Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, so here we go.
Here we go.
So I need
Pressure.
to use, I'm going to do this first and come back with these ones because I already have
Yeah.
this as a full word, okay? And then I'll re-ink those and place them. So I could do this first, but I think I'm going to start with the pumpkin, even though I have to come back to it. Okay, so here we go, loading it up, nice and juicy.
Do you re-ink your pad each time, or how
No,
often do you think?
Well, I do before I go live, just because, you know, the chances are that it's been sitting and maybe hasn't been used. So if it's a color that I don't use very often, you hardly have to ink it, right? Because it lasts, an inking lasts for a very long time. So.
All right, no pressure,
So this is
but
where I need to just
people all over the
make
world are
sure,
watching.
right? That my line is pretty lined up. Look at that. Pretty happy with that. And then of course, making sure that I'm getting all of my letters
Somebody's
down.
laughing. I don't know what they're laughing at.
That there was no pressure? Gonna go like this or something? Ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Wow.
Yummy. Okay.
Do-do-do.
So I'm going to
You
clean
are
this side
amazing.
off so that I don't somehow get it where I don't want it. Right? And we're going to ink up my spice side. My spicy side. I don't know.
Don't. Just don't.
What is it that, I don't know. They're like, we just do the weirdest things sometimes. And you just kind of like, what was I thinking? Clearly I wasn't. All right, so I'm a messy stamper. So I'm just making sure that I don't have it somewhere where I don't want it. And so this one we lined up with the bottom.
Sorry, there we go.
We're over about one. All right. Oh, I feel like that's slightly off.
There you go.
Better?
Yeah.
You sure? Did I get the E down yet? I did, so we're going with it. Oops, I might have had a wiggle. Might have. All right.
Okay.
Notice how I
Here we
stopped
go.
talking?
Yeah. Pressure.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
like, don't talk to me right now. So now I want the
Everyone's holding their breath.
collectively, right?
Yeah.
So funny. So normally
How
I would
fun.
have brought a little piece of one of these that I've already got cut up.
You wouldn't just do your hands by finger?
Well-
Oh, I see. It's just a letter
It's
without the.
I might just do it on here. That's what we're gonna do. Hopefully it'll stick there.
I think you should just take your chance and flip it over. What do you people think? I don't know.
Look at how I have big fingers, people.
Okay.
Let's just see. See, this way I feel like I have so much more control.
Okay.
This is what we're doing.
All right.
Yeah. And maybe don't stamp it on top of the other letters, you know. Probably not the best thing I ever chose to do. Okay, so I think because I stamped this on top of other letters, I made a big mess. So we're just going to give it a quick clean up here. Right, and in those centers, because I seem to somehow push on them a little bit, and so there we go. I don't want a big black spot in the middle of my... Okay, so see how I have control now?
Hear that? She's in control.
I'm in control.
Yeah.
I can see what I'm doing. If I had my big fingers in the way, this would not be a pretty thing.
Oh,
Slightly
you
over,
knew.
but I'm okay with that. Alrighty.
Yeah, you got some thumbs up, so good
Yay.
job, good job. This is what we're making for people who are just tuning in. We're getting our pumpkin spice on.
We're making pumpkin spice 2.0. Okay.
Lots of people do have coffee bars and stuff at home. So this is, and it's the fall is a time when everyone's changing up their decor, right?
Well,
and so this is a perfect craft to do.
It's so perfect. I have
Yeah.
a coffee bar.
Yeah.
But I also
For something fun.
like when it's in the fall and you're sitting outside and you might do a hot chocolate bar or like a s'mores thing or by a bonfire. We do that. I live on acreage, so I can do that. Oh, look at this. Look at the eye and the eye. They're like mirroring each other. It's like I planned it.
Yeah.
If only I was quite that.
Okay, let's see.
I'm loving it already.
This is how it's starting.
Isn't that fun?
I'm gonna just come in, pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we missed a letter.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the green cup go on. When do we do that?
I'm going to, before I do that,
Yeah?
so again, when I was doing this, I didn't like it so flat and one-dimensional. And so my cup is going to help with that this time around. But then I also added
show this.
just a little bit of trim in here.
Ah.
And so we're going to do that. And I think I'm going to keep it the green. We'll see.
I don't know. Maybe we should add another color.
Right? Okay. I've got some color.
Do you have color? What about,
have.
is white a good choice?
Oh, that would be pretty.
I think just because
I
I'm
think so.
pulling off the color of the lid.
Yeah, well, the lid's not.
Well, I know it's not
Yeah.
white.
Yep, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, so I
Well,
didn't
these
show
are
you
our
this.
choices for the
Yeah,
colors. That's all we have.
That's what I got. So I'm using the Classic Elements. This is, if you haven't bought a mold, this is a fabulous mold to start with. You've got things that you can use for trim. You've got all these beautiful decorative corners. This could look potentially like a seashell, right? So this could go behind a knob. It's a really, really amazing starter if you haven't taken the leap. I mean, all of them are amazing, but oh my goodness.
Take the leap.
The new Christmas ones. I played at home yesterday. I'm so in love with them. Yeah. Yeah. I took a day yesterday. My husband was at a golf tournament and all of my kids were out and I had the house to myself and I thought I could clean the house.
Or
I could play. I played. And you know what? My husband sent me a message partway through the day. He's like, "How's your day going?" And I said, "Amazing. I'm just puttering." And then I sent him a picture of this desk I just decoupaged and made beautiful and some other projects I was working on. So, yeah. And he's like, "Wow. Yeah, it was awesome."
okay. So what are you doing for people who don't know?
So I have the air dry clay. It's amazing. When you open it up and use it, always bag it up right away so that it stays nice and soft. I'm going to make this. I know that this is pretty much the right size, so I need to make 2 of these. And so I just took, if I'm doing, I didn't need it to be this long, but if I'm doing this and I actually wanted it to come this way, I would stick it in, I would do half of it, I would carefully pull it out, at it so that I don't have as many joints. Okay, so for today, I don't know why I did this, but I did. Okay, cornstarch. Because some of these little bits, if you cornstarch it first, they just pop out a whole lot easier. Alrighty, so just gonna dust it. You especially want to do this if you're working with some of the really intricate little ends that pop. You know, you can lose some ends if you don't do that. Alrighty, so here we go. So
I'm just going to come in close so everyone can see.
My biggest thing here is push it all the way in so that it's fully in there. You can use your brayer, you can flatten it in if you want. You don't need to, you can use your fingers. And then pull off the excess, okay? Super, super easy. I try to do it in little sections like this. So I'm not starting and going all the way across in one fell swoop. Alrighty, so I've got a nice back.
That's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, that's
you do it all
good.
In one
yeah,
fell
I
swoop?
try, and it just never. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is the money.
Okay.
So
money shot. I'm getting
take
down.
it out.
I'm getting in.
You're gonna flip it down.
Okay.
You're going to push from behind, and it should just pop right. Wow. Just like that.
Oh.
So pretty. So we're going to make a second one.
I just want to mention that these molds are also food safe.
They are. Yeah,
So
you don't want to use them
you could make
for food. You
well,
want
no.
separate ones, but yeah.
Yeah, but you could use them for chocolate or cookies.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that's not cornstarch. Here we go. And again.
You know what? Do you even need to paint that? It's already white. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it all comes together. Maybe you guys can let us know. These are the colors we have to choose from.
Sorry.
And this is what she's making here at the
Our
end.
workshop is way
Downstairs.
So bring up what we think, and hopefully we don't forget. Sometimes, oh my goodness, I feel like sometimes I forget things, and I'm like, oh, whatever. We locked ourselves in, so
Yeah.
because the store is active.
Ooh.
And we move things out of the
iron.
way so that we can, Carrie can come back and forth and film. And so we're locked in. I'm like, I don't have water. So she dumped a little bit of her drinking water into something for me.
Good thing it was only water.
Right?
Yeah.
So again, here we go. And I like to just smooth the back. And IOD has this micro rim here, so I'm getting this perfect edge every time. All right. So make sure this is. Here we go. Ready, peeps?
Yeah.
Ready, peeps?
Ready?
And again.
Ooh, that was so fast and beautiful.
Just like that.
Nice work.
All right. So normally, I just flip this over and put glue on the back. I'm just going to cheat and put a little bead of glue right in between. I know that's where I want it. And
What do you mean you're cheating? I don't understand.
well, normally I put it on the back of this.
Oh, I see.
So if I was going to put this on a piece of furniture or something, I would definitely put the glue on the back and all the way to the edges of my piece, just to make sure it has good adhesion. I'm not so worried about it on this, so I'm just going to. If my glue works with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, try and do.
You know what everyone's going to say? What kind of glue are you using? That's always the question.
Well, I know. So I want to make sure I have enough. It will.
Dry clear?
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh.
Will bond.
Woo, woo.
You even have the price on there.
Money
In Canada,
shot.
it's
Yeah.
$12.99. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. Notice too is I'm squishing these together. When you pull the air dry clay out, it sometimes has it sometimes will stretch, and then that's going to create more cracks. So I tried to squish it a little bit back together.
I like
Did I
it.
do that in the right place?
Well, does it matter? It's
Not
your
really.
craft. Yeah.
As long as oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go on this side.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Lots of people watching today.
Thank you.
Fort Myers, Pickin' Boots Vintage Market.
Hmm.
All these places and people that I'd love
Is
to
that
meet
like
and
Shannon
go
from
to.
Pickin' Boots? She's
It doesn't
amazing.
say. Does she have blonde hair?
She does.
Well, that must be her.
Hi, Shannon. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching. I watch her lives all the time, but I usually end up watching them on the replay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, life.
Life.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
so we're happy with that.
Okay.
We are going to place. Oh, see, that one's kind of cool too, but way too dark.
Oh, let's
for
see.
this.
Oh.
Right? No, I love
Oh, Edith. Do you know Edith?
that. I do. Hi, Edith.
She's watching live as well, and she's like, "Woohoo! I finally get to catch you."
Woohoo! That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edith is in
Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I've been to her lovely shop, and I really want to go back. And it's again, you know, life. What? Okay, so I'm just painting.
You can't have time off, so.
Right. So I'm
So
just
busy creating.
making sure that that is fully covered, and I'm going to lay it right here. Might need a little bit more. Maybe I should have used actually the stronger glue for this because it is a thicker
Oh,
paper.
Pamela, first time watching and just bought my first IOD mold.
Oh, you're gonna
love
You're
it.
gonna be so hooked.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Alrighty, so there we go. We are about to. I'm gonna just make sure I have enough of this glue on here. So if I was using super thin paper, or this would work great, but my paper is a little bit thicker, which is fine, but there we go. I just might need a little bit more glue. And I just put my elbow in
Glue.
the glue. You know, sometimes you're just a hot mess. Or at least I know I am. Alrighty, how adorable is that?
Really adorable.
Okay.
I really love it. So
Here's
people
these
watching,
kind of sideways, but-
are we painting the little molds, or do you
Um,
think we should keep it white?
Yeah, well,
I
I
don't
should have
know.
painted them before I put it on. if
Oh,
we were gonna
really?
Do that. It's just easier. I like them white actually.
I do too.
So that's what we're going with.
She hasn't bought clay yet, but bought
Oh,
stamp. Oh,
I
you
need
need the clay.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela,
and
come
for
on.
real, IOD's
Yeah.
plate is the best.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. You buy good products, you're gonna have good results. Alrighty, so I want this to say sweater weather. Look at this. I mean, all of these little bits and pieces are so fun. Alrighty, so let's go with black on this one. Am I black? It is.
Doris says she just loves it.
Oh, thank you, Doris. Alrighty, so loading it up. Whew. Super juicy. There we go. And let's just make sure that I haven't made a mess, which I probably have. There we go.
You know, sorry, can I interrupt for a
Yeah.
sec? You know when you go to Starbucks and sometimes they write you a little message on the cup, like "Have a great day, Candice,"
right.
or whatever?
Yeah.
You could totally customize something like this.
Totally. Whoa.
Okay. Shh.
This is where I stop talking, right?
Okay. Everyone's waiting.
That's okay.
Sweet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
this
I love
I
it.
have to tell you the funniest thing. So when I did my first one, I this comes with a little mask. It's teeny weeny. Can you see it in here? Yeah, that's the mask inside of there. And I've already lost the W because it's separate. And then I was like, well, I can just, not mask it this time.
Oh, Judy says she's chiming in late. Where did
Yeah.
you purchase your board from?
Dollar Tree. $1.25. Whatever it is now. I think $1.25.
Is there anything
Yeah.
really $1 at the Dollar Tree?
Nothing. No.
Okay, I just
It
checking.
should be,
So that's what
said
it looks
buck and a
like.
quarter or 5 quarters or something. This is what it looked like, and it had a little a jute little string.
But you could really upgrade it by putting a beautiful ribbon.
I'm going to upgrade it with something
Are you?
fun.
Oh, I'm okay.
It's not a beautiful ribbon.
Hang in
but
to watch.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it
so-
wire? Is it? What is it?
Yeah, the wire.
Oh, is it?
So,
Okay.
part of the cozy stamp set. I mean, everything other than the Le Courrier. Every stamp I'm using today. Oh, and the whatever, But all these fun little bits are all part of the cozy stamp. So if you wanted if you had a hot chocolate bar, you could put the whipped cream on the top without the lid. You could,
Oh, that's a good idea.
right?
Yeah.
There's a cute little tea bag. I mean, they thought of everything. But I'm gonna just do,
Let's get in
as
here
I'm doing
and see what
pumpkin
she's.
spice, I think we're gonna add the anise, star anise, and the cinnamon sticks. And I'm going to stamp them again in the black. And then I'm going to just color them in a little bit.
Oh.
So let's start with this one.
I'm wondering how you're going to do that because I see on the other one, I'm just going to pop on over here,
Mhm.
they have some color to them.
They do.
So you're going to color those. Stay tuned. Okay. Yeah.
Right? How sweet is that? Love it.
Yeah, so
Maybe,
Judy
maybe,
has a
maybe.
good question.
Okay.
She says, may I ask what a person might sell these for? So, I mean, that's a good thing. If you have a small business and you
Yeah.
want to make them and sell them.
I'm going to say that this would sell for maybe $15.
Really?
Do you think?
That's all?
Well,
Okay, well, she's asking other
I-
people to chime in on
I
it. So
always, my stuff, I always ask less than.
I know
But I
women in
think-
general, we never value our own creativity. Yeah.
Edith, I know, makes things and sells them. So, Edith, what do you think? I'm going to do a second one of these because I love it. What would you sell something like this for?
This is also a really, oh, Pamela says I saw at least 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
If you have children and they have a Christmas market, you know, like a
Totally. Oh my
fundraiser,
goodness. Yeah.
this would be fun.
And the reality is that the Dollar Tree is really great if you have one. I mean, a lot of you are watching from the States and your Dollar Tree is like off the charts, and I'm super jealous. And you guys have Hobby Lobby and some of these amazing places to get your substrates. Canada, we don't seem to have that many really great ones. So
Well, here's a thought. What about just recycled wood, like the cuttings that builders aren't using, or you know, they often at the end of Country Lumber puts
Yeah.
them out on the street for free.
and we grab those all the time.
Yeah.
And I will make, like, if you're making your own
Yeah.
blocks of things, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, totally. Okay, so remember when Carrie lent me her her water? This is where we're going to use it.
Oh, you need more
Just
water?
need to- No.
Oh.
I might, but
Okay.
I think I'm okay. Alrighty. So I'm just going to...
Pamela says I would buy it at Hobby Lobby for 30-ish, but people would wait for the 50% off.
Well, this is true.
It's so
100%,
true.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when I'm painting here, I'm really
Okay.
making my paint watery because I don't want to lose all this fun detail.
Like watercolor.
It's almost like watercolor. And this might even be still too strong. And I don't have to do it all perfect. I'm just going
You
to...
could dab that, couldn't
dab
you?
it.
Like just to
Yeah, I'm just
absorb.
adding a little bit more.
I've actually never seen
water.
you do this. It's brilliant.
Really?
Yeah. You're brilliant.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Doesn't have to
Are
be
you using chalk
perfect.
paint or acrylic? Yeah.
I am using a chalk style paint.
Yeah. Chalk. Oh, I see.
Okay.
It's actually, you don't
So
need
as
to
it
dab it
dries-
really, because
No.
look, you can still see
Yeah.
the ink through.
Yeah.
And I actually like that it's a little bit darker in
Yeah,
areas.
and I'm gonna come in again.
Okay.
So again, now
Sorry.
I'm just gonna do
I
these.
see.
And just whoops.
Oh, you're very talented, Kathleen says.
Oh well, thank you.
It's all love on Candice today because she
know.
does spend a lot of time prepping and yeah.
I do.
But it
I
is
do
incredible.
I love
but you
it.
love it.
So I'm just
Aren't
gonna
we
get
blessed?
the tiniest little bit of now I've just added just a dab of the white so that I can come in here and just kind of just bring in some wee bits of highlight, right?
It's all in the details.
Yep. And in here too, it's too. Although the center probably would have been darker, but whatever. It's not on this one.
Make it your own.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get rid of that.
So nobody's actually commented of whether we should paint the white parts.
I'm bringing in just a tiny bit of red because I feel like Star Anise has a little bit, maybe that's too much. Right, this is where you just kind of get to play a little bit. Right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna see that anyway. But I am gonna just dab it slightly. There. See? I love it. Okay, so now I want to come in and give us a cute little, bit of color on this, the little string to hold it together. And I think I'm going to do it with white, because I want to tie that in again, I think. So I'm just gonna hit it quickly because that's still a little bit wet and I don't want it to be.
So some ideas have come in for the white part. Some people said paint it green to match the cup.
Yeah.
Somebody said brown. And somebody said orange.
I don't have orange up here. So normally if I'm gonna glue something down, I like to paint it before I glue it down. I mean, I can still do it. Probably not today. We're gonna run out of time. So let's revisit that.
Okay.
I'm going to do white here, right? Is that what I said?
Oops, sorry. Lost focus for a moment.
There we go. Let's just, and again, I'm not going for perfection, because if I did, I would have brought my glasses up here, which I did not. And when it dries, because I've gone super thin, you will be able to see the little detail underneath a little bit better. Okay, so I would say that for the most part, she's pretty much done. And so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to just take it up a little notch by doing something different. So I found these little beads. They're the rage everywhere right now.
Ooh, I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I'm just going to put a bunch of these into a Ziploc bag. So I used it before. And I'm just going to toss them in there. And I'm going to just grab a wee bit of paint and just toss it in there. Maybe a wee bit more. And then I'm just going to smush them. So here we go. So this just gives me, they're going to have a little bit of variation. And then at home with my blow dryer, I didn't do it with a heat gun, so hopefully it's not going to melt my bag. But just to zap it really quickly.
Is this safe?
Just so that they are. Look at that.
Let's see.
So now I have custom, that one's not so pretty. But
my
that's
goodness.
okay. And then I have a piece of wire.
Well, I'm so glad we chose the green cup now with those green beads.
Well, I would have used the green lid for sure.
Oh, I
if we
see.
didn't pick that.
Yeah, okay.
So, and then I've just curled with a pair of pliers. I've just curled some wire up a little bit so that I can get it through here. Oops. I had a little button, but I forgot them at home. So I think we're just gonna, nope, maybe I still want a bead there.
Oh,
Start with the bead.
I might have had a button, but I can't look now.
No, that's okay. We're gonna go in here. And again, so I'm just doing and I don't know what gauge wire this is, but just a little something there.
Well, it looks a bit stronger than picture hanging wire, like regular picture hanging wire. It's a little bit stronger than that.
Do you think?
I do.
Oh, maybe. It's like for making, I don't know, jewelry. Right? So there we go. And now we're gonna just, I like to add a little bit of both colors on here so that it's not so uniform. I'm just gonna throw some of these on, some different sizes. And I don't even need it everywhere. This is way long. And let's do one more. Pull it back through. Figure out my length. I think I like it there. I'm gonna put my last bead on there. We are going to snip that and just curl this back.
Brilliant.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just took their little thing that was just too short, really, in my opinion. And just brought it up a notch. So there you have it. How sweet is that? You can customize these to anything because you can change the words, you can make it match your store, you can
Okay, I'm just going to come in
make
close
a hot
here.
cocoa bar, a coffee bar, a pumpkin spice bar. So thank you all for joining us today. And again, I'm Candice, and I'm here at the Passionate Home in downtown Langley. And if you're ever in the area, come and see us. We'd love to see you.
And will you be on again?
Oh yes, I will be on the second Thursday at 1 o'clock in October. So second Thursday of every month at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right.
Wonderful.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day.
I'm just going to come in one more time. Woo!